Mass Effect, Mass Effect, Mass Effect, Mass Effect. All right, it's always a couple of days between recording sessions for me with Mass Effect, but if I recall correctly, hello Navigator Presley, if I recall correctly, we have just reported into the council. Liara's on board. She gave us a lot of information that we needed to know. One of the important things was that the Reapers seem to operate on a cycle. Do they operate? Are they purely mechanical? I just used that word because it's what came up in my mind, operate, but it made me question whether they actually like operate mechanically or if they are a thing. Anyway, the Reapers seem to function, operate, their modus operandi, so to speak, is they periodically cleanse. Is it the most advanced civilization that they find? Are they targeted by something every time? Is it something they do automatically? I don't know. Maybe we don't know this stuff. But we rescued Liara, and we sent her to Medbay. Tali, what's going on with Tali? I'm not sure much is going on with Tali. Oh, I mean, do this. Good stuff. Do we need to talk to
Yes, Commander?
Mr. Presley? Same stuff.
Carry on, Presley.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I want to go talk to Joker. See what's going on with him. Heat load monitor. Okay, some Codex experience there. A little bit there. I want to talk to Joker.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
You sure you want a promotion, buddy?
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
I just wanted to see how things were going. I like to check in with you between missions. Tell me how the ship is going. Tell me how you're feeling. You are the pilot. I need to make sure and keep tabs on that kind of thing.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got balances in what you'd expect. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
Oh, you seem awfully defensive. No, I'm just making conversation.
I'm sorry, Joker. I didn't even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know?
Nope.
Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolich syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter.
Damn.
Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Yeah, I can take it or leave it. Depends on whose shin bones and whether or not I'm the one snapping them, and if it's in combat or, just a really good night in bed. When you said background check, I thought you were some sort of criminal, in which case I would have put you in a suit of armor and taken me out, or taken you out with me. If you were a criminal, I would have asked you to just end it all for me right here. No. That's not the thing. Tell me about your disease. Well, he just did. How'd you get your nickname, Joker? Yeah, that's a good question. Did you give that to yourself? Because, people who give themselves their own nicknames, it's not cool. It doesn't work. I did it with X. It's not great.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
That's pretty cool. Now we good.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
I'm not gonna pry too much. This is clearly something he doesn't like talking about. He seems very agitated and defensive. He's only entertaining these questions because I'm his superior officer. I'm not going to put him in that situation, you know? These are the kinds of things that you need to consider when you're a leader, especially, well, the emotional wherewithal and the emotional status of your pilot, especially, is pretty paramount. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. You salute me now. Damn right. All right. Was it in here that we met earlier? I think it was, right? This is where everybody sat around. We were talking about cool stuff. Everyone's like, yeah, there's cool stuff going on. And I'm like, yeah, Reapers and stuff, man. Man, I wish I could, with more clarity, remember the conversation we just had. Well, it doesn't matter. I know that Liara went to Medbay, so that's where I want to be. All right, this is Caden. He's going to be like, what's going on, man? I'm going to be like, sup? Hi, Caden. Man, did you see that walk up I gave him?
Anything you need, Commander?
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
All right, let me do that again. Let me do that again. David, personally, am going to study this walk up so I can eventually at some point do this to somebody.
Anything you need, Commander?
Dang, we're not going to see it again. All right.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
All right, see ya. That's Joker right there. Ooh, a Striker 3 pistol and a level 3 pistol and a level 3 assault rifle. You're not joking right now, are you? My assault rifle's already level 3. I've got another one. Let's check out the pistol though. We've got an Edge 3, a Striker 3. Why are the level 3 variants of the pistols all like way worse than the level 2 Stinger? The Stinger is just a badass model, man. Wait, what is this? What is this icon that seems to not be here? What is this icon? Man, whatever. The Edge 3 deals less damage per second. You can fire more rounds before it overheats, but it's less accurate. The Striker 3 is just all around worse. Man, this Stinger 2 is freaking amazing. Let's actually put some mods in it. Specifically designed to puncture metal. These rounds, okay, damage versus synthetics. Armor piercing rounds is fine. We do tend to fight Geth a lot, so let's go ahead and put these in there. And what about the actual mod? Wait, there's 2 mods. Okay, there's 2. There's this slot, which is what? And then there's the second slot. Oh, it's an upgrade for the ammo and an upgrade for the weapon itself. I see. Some enemies use jamming technology to block your weapon radar. I hate that. The combat scanner upgrade improves detection levels, making these enemies visible. I do like that. Specially calibrated sights can increase weapon accuracy. I do like that too. Improved sighting sounds awesome. Combat sensor sounds awesome. When did we get 17,000 credits? I'm gonna take the combat sensor for my pistol. We still have our Reaper. Why do we not have upgrades on these? Have I just not been putting upgrades on? Probably not, knowing me. Hammerheads are, weapons force. Increasing the amount of physical force transferred to the target. You know, that's kind of a useful bit of ammo for the sniper rifle, because I feel if I miss the headshot and end up pegging him in the torso, or if I intend to go for a torso shot just as some sort of cover fire or something like that, this could stagger the enemy. I'm guessing this could stagger the enemy or even send them flying, buying us more time. Yeah. But there's also this. Got my frost grenades. Hydra 2, Guardian 2. All right. Feels good, man. I like what I got going there. Now, Liara in here. Ooh. Give me this. Hello, Dr.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Can you tell me about Liara? No?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
She back here? You don't... Oh, she is back here. Why aren't you resting? I guess technically you are. What's going on? You on Reddit? You shouldn't get on Reddit. It's the worst place on the internet. Besides Twitter. And TikTok.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
No, not really.
I just want to talk.
There you go.
Of course. I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
We were only doing our job, eh?
I had to save you. You can help me stop Saren.
I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
You know, I believe that.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Now I want to know some information about you. And when I say information...
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander.
I disagree.
I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Well, I mean, that sounds like it's your thing.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating.
Oh, you find me fascinating. See, this is the kind of stuff I was looking to get into.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No.
It's a joke.
I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, I was joking.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
She has the personality of a lot of the girls I've dated in the past, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you mentioned this goddess. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? You said, by the goddess this, by the goddess that. Like, we talking, like, Themyscira here?
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
I have heard a few things about your people, none of them bad though. So what haven't I heard?
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
So what you're saying is we're compatible. I don't want to talk about kids right now, though. That's disgusting. No. I don't want to talk about kids right now, though. How is that possible? Is actually a pretty good question. I hadn't thought about that myself. I heard the topic of like, yeah, we can have kids if you wanted to, and I'm like, no, whoa, hold on, let's take a step back. We haven't done the fun shit yet first, but I don't know. I do kind of want to know how that's possible. I really don't. But I'd like to see if there are other dialogue options past this, so I guess we're gonna have to follow this.
I don't understand. Your species can mate.
You do understand, Shepard.
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it.
What?
Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
So, what you're telling me is you're a race of only women that can successfully mate with anything. You're I was gonna say you're space hoes, but you're not really hoes, because it's not like you're promiscuous, right? And that's what it takes to be a hoe. But I don't know. That's kind of, and the fact that you connect with my mind rather than accepting my manhood. I mean, I guess you could. You said you could. You could let me sheath my sword in your scabbard. That's important. That's really, really, really important. I guess to you, the mind thing is also important, but I'm more concerned about, the sword and the scabbard, right? Let's go Japanese with this. Sun Tzu said, if you cannot put sword to scabbard, talk to Ashley instead.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Ah, well, of course Asari can do that with Asari. So your father was your mother's lesbian space hoe lover. Asari are not complicated, but you kind of are.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld.
Yeah, Shepard, what the heck?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face.
Ah.
It is a great insult among my people.
Well, that sucks.
It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
But we don't really know if that's the case, right? There's a lot of mystery here. Have you ever asked?
Maybe she wanted to meet you, but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Well, this was very, very enlightening. You know, she didn't really say anything there to disqualify herself as bangable. A lot of that was pretty unconventional, but it is an alien race. I have to consider that, But things just seem so much more straightforward with Ashley, right? She's human, I'm human. There's no weirdness about it. She's not gonna have to raise our kid by herself because I live like 10% the length of her lifespan. And our child won't have 1,000-year lifespan. So like if I have a child with Liara, that baby's gonna live to be, I don't even know how long Asari lived. The baby would live to be like 800 or 1,000. Let's just go with 1,000 because 1,000 seems to be kind of what elves do, and now everything in fantasy and space does that. Anyway, 1,000. The baby will live to be 1,000. So like, I might be around for 30, 40, 50, 60, maybe 70, depending on medicine in this time, years. And that's like 1/10 of that child's life at the most. If I live 70 years, that child's not gonna remember me when she grows up. Wait, can an Asari have a boy if it's with a male human? No, she'll have another Asari, which will be female, But they say, you know, gender is not a thing for them. I'm just using female because, you know, let's be real here. So she'll have, as you did refer to them as daughters, so she will have a baby. I'm trying to get a good ass shot here. She will have a baby, and my daughter will grow up not really knowing me or even really caring, because that's normal. This is a lot for me to have to wrap my head around, honestly. And if her race is born and conditioned and has evolved to be able to rear their young by themselves, the mother will usually, as she said, raise the child by herself. If they are conditioned to do that, then I really don't have a role other than providing the genetic material. And I know that for some guys, that sounds like a plus. Like you deposit your genetic material all you want, all your life, and then you die, and then she raises the kid. Like that sounds ideal if you're a male of a certain mindset, right? But I'm not of that mindset. I don't know. It's all too fucking complicated. Dr. Chakwas, are you single?
Yes, Commander?
You are.
Is there something you need?
Oh, that's not what you meant. Never mind.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Too old. Too old. Too old. Maybe Caden can bang Liara. Rex can have Tali. Garrus is too good for anyone on this ship. I'll take Ashley and this whole ship and just leave this whole story behind. No, okay, listen. Anyway, I've spent a lot of time on this. These are the important details, you see. Man, I only have a short time to record today. I've spent so much time on this. All right. I think we've covered most of this.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Right, sounds good.
I need to go. So long, Garrus.
Oh, goodbye, Commander.
Even he was a little surprised by that. So abrupt. Hey there, 9 balls.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story.
That's right.
Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Alrighty.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Yeah, we did cover
Commander,
most of this.
You have a minute to talk.
I mean, I am busy as hell, but yeah, you know.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Hold on. Are you being racist here, Ashley? Is that what I'm hearing? Because that's prudent. I'm glad that you're being racist in this situation and being suspicious of people that aren't us, because sometimes that's necessary. We are on covert missions here. So being suspicious of anybody and anything that's different to make sure that we're in a secure position is the soldier thing to do. Love it. Absolutely love it. But what are you talking about specifically?
Don't mince words, Chief. What's your concern?
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy.
Damn straight.
I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems.
And why's that?
Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
You know, that's true, but we are part of an alliance, and if there's anything humanity should have learned in its long journey, in its long trek, if you will, to discover space travel ourselves, it's that we need others. No individual could accomplish what we have accomplished as a race. Every human being eventually learns that you need others to become the best version of yourself. That's true now just as much as it was then, especially on a galactic scale. You feel me?
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
The council members specifically, yes, I agree with that assessment. The council members would turn on us if they had to in order to protect the entirety of the alliance. I don't disagree that they would do that. But the specific aliens that we have on board now, I really have no reason to trust Rex. I really have no reason to trust Garrus. I really have I have like the least reason to trust Liara, the daughter of our enemy. And Tali, she's fine. She's like a USB port. Wait, that sounds really bad when you think about, never mind. I mean, it's cynical, and the council themselves could definitely abandon us. But we're in a situation right now where we have a choice. You see, I don't know these aliens. I don't know what it's like to be a Spectre entirely yet. Like, I'm new to this. I'm new to captaining a ship. I'm new to being a Spectre. I'm new to being a member of an alliance. I'm new to having my own ship. I'm new to having aliens on board. I'm new to this whole new thing with the Reapers, and now the Geth are showing up. I'm new to having an enemy as dangerous as Saren, who is constantly working to undermine me and the rest of us. I'm new to all of this, Ashley. I'm new to absolutely every single bit of this, and so are you. So we're in a situation where we have to choose now. We can choose to be cynical. We can choose to be apprehensive. We can choose to close our walls in around us, but that's never been the way forward. I have to lead as if things are going to go our way, and then we adapt when they inevitably don't, because they inevitably will not go our way. That's how we got to where we are. That's also what the council and other alien races see in humanity in the first place. Some of them, like the Volus, hate that quality in us. The fact that we can see the best way forward, go for that every time, and then adapt when inevitably the obstacles pop up and when things don't go right. That is us. That is why the council has given us so much free reign so quickly. We have proven ourselves. We have proven our toduj, as they would say in Klingon, right? And that's clear for all to see. That's how we got there. The Volus don't like it. They resent it because we moved ahead further than they did because we are more adaptable. We have a better way of doing things, right? Our culture as humanity has led us into a position of leadership among this race of aliens. That's how we move forward. We can only grow if we choose the other way. Again, we can have the apprehensive way, the walls, we can close in all of our walls, we can be really defensive and we can be really mistrustful, or we can do what we've always done as a race. See the best possibility and go for that. And then adapt when things don't go right. That's what we have to do right now. That's what I have to do for us as a leader of this ship, of this crew, and as a Spectre who is given so much power, I can be considered a leader of the council at this point. I know I'm technically the instrument of the will of the council, but a massive amount of leadership goes into that. So as a leader, I have to do what I know humanity is best at. But I need someone like you aboard, Ashley. I love how you are the yang to my yin. I like how apprehensive you are. I like that you could keep me in check because you have if left unchecked, I would just do the naive thing every freaking time. I do need someone around you. I do need someone around like you. I very much appreciate this, girl. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us. You know, not necessarily. I want to say, how cynical of you. No, I don't actually want to say that because I agree with her. No, actually, this is the best one.
I don't see that as inevitable.
It's not inevitable.
Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
I don't know about that whole sticking your dog on the bear thing and then running as a means of survival. I hope I'm never in a situation like that, but I love my pets. I might be that stupid dude who fights the bear to protect his cat, you know? that might be me. So I don't know that I fully agree with you on that one, but I also know that I'm not sure that I would do that. And secondly, I do know that most people would agree with you, and the council would probably sick humans on things and sacrifice us if it meant the survival of every other alien race in the Alliance. I get that, and I don't necessarily disagree with it if their backs are against the wall, but I don't like the thought. But just like with everything else, we would adapt. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I get your concern. But is that something you're saying because that's how you'd handle the situation, or do you have some form of evidence? Do you have something to prove to me, or do you have something concrete that could tell me why you have this suspicion?
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
No, I understand that. No, I get it, actually. But you do have to work with the aliens. That is my decision as leader, and it is your role to back up what I have decided. I need everybody on the same page here. Understand that I understand where you're coming from, and understand that I do take what you've said very seriously. It is part of my calculations. I won't let you down.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
What the hell is a Turian? Wait, that's Garrus, right? Yeah, right? Yeah. No, don't kiss a Turian. Okay, it won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek. Yeah, but what about me? God, what an absolutely inappropriate thing to say at this particular point.
Would you kiss anyone I ordered you to?
That depends, sir. If you ordered me to kiss a superior officer, that would be a violation of the regs concerning fraternization. That would make it an illegal order. I'd be required to decline and relieve you of command.
Not if I'm a Spectre, though. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can give you that order, and you don't have to worry about following it. I mean, you know what I mean.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Yeah, you know, we gotta keep an eye on her. I trust her, I really do. But that alone is a stupid reason to not keep an eye on her.
I'm not sure I believe it either. It's better to have her where we can see her.
That makes sense. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Yeah, that might have been my fault with that whole laser thing.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
Me too. Conversations with you always seem to be the most fruitful. I feel so comfortable around you, Ashley. Why don't we have long talks over Discord at night? I'll get my phone, I'll put my headset in, and we'll just talk for hours and hours and hours and hours and